suspect!
Coming to get you, Bobber.
Walter's got Nards!
Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. First off guys, this is going to be the most spoilerific video since the news of Halloween Ends came out, and since the trailers, images and stuff came out. There is going to be 100% spoilers in this video guys, so if you don't want to know anything going into the movie, then please don't watch the rest of this video. I was a little disappointed myself when I watched the behind the scenes video of Halloween Ends. Whoever shot this video and edited it and put it out online, I don't know how they've still got a job, because there's things in this that are just so spoilerific, it's unbelievable. In fact, I still don't even understand why David Gordon Green said what he said in the behind the scenes video, and other actors and actresses saying what they said in the video. Surely they know they're being recorded and they're going to be put out online, unless they want these so-called spoilers getting out there, knowing that they're not really spoilers. That's the only way I can think of them possibly thinking that what they said was a good idea. Not only do we have this behind the scenes 8-minute video out there, but we've also got some behind the scenes images as well that are, some of it are screenshots from the behind the scenes video, but some of them are official screenshots, official behind the scenes images that we'll talk about today. But again, almost everything that we're going to talk about is very spoilerific, if indeed they're not supposed to be out there. But I can only assume and hope that they want us to see these as spoilers, when in actual fact they're maybe not spoilers. So let's go into them anyway guys. So we'll talk about the video after we look at some of the images, because some of these are key images. So the first spoiler here is what people think was Michael Myers stabbing this woman. This is the other angle. Now we did see the pillow being pierced in the first trailer. We didn't know who it was he was going for, but we had a sneaky suspicion that it wasn't Michael Myers because he was wearing a ring on his pinky finger. And in this shot you can see that he has, it's hard to see it, but he's got more than 3 fingers in his left hand as well. So it's definitely not Michael Myers. The coveralls that he's wearing as well don't quite match up with the coveralls from Michael Myers, because there's no bullet holes on it, etc. And no blood all over it. So it looks like a more clean coveralls that this person is wearing. I did say when I saw the first image for this, the reverse image, when the woman was dying, I've had a sneaky suspicion that it wasn't Michael Myers, but I also have a sneaky suspicion that it's not Corey Cunningham. I don't know why, but the hands looked a little bit too old to be Corey Cunningham, but again, it could just be what Corey Cunningham maybe done that day leading up to the events of this. This is another angle of the same scene, a behind the scenes shot, and you can see his left hand is fully intact and there is no fingers missing. Here's a scene of Corey standing behind Laurie Strode. Now you can see that Corey is kind of beat up. He's got a mark on his face, and on his left hand you can see he's got a bandage there, so he's obviously been injured somehow. And then on his right hand you can see he's got the pinky ring on, so that's obviously the same. Well, I'm saying it's obvious. It's possibly the same person that is attacking that old lady. Now, Corey could have given his ring to someone else. Maybe his dad's got the same ring. Maybe his friends have got the same ring. Maybe he's part of a football team. They've all got the same ring on their pinky. Time will tell. But as far as we can see, the person with the pinky ring in the Michael Myers image looks to be Corey Cunningham. Now, here's a shot of Corey again. Again, he's injured. He's got the bandage on his left hand. And his girlfriend is obviously Allison, and that's been established quite some time ago. Now the question is, how did Corey get injured? Now I've got a feeling that when he goes down into the sewers now, he does survive the attack by Michael Myers, and we'll get into that with the behind the scenes video footage that we saw, but he's obviously been attacked somehow, most likely by Michael Myers. Here's a nice shot of Laurie with Lindsay and Allison. I know it's a tribute to the 1978 Halloween, but there's not much to talk about other than that. Here's a shot from the behind the scenes footage of Laurie talking to Hawkins, so we can assume, and we obviously know now, that the TV spot that we looked at with what looked to be Hawkins is definitely Hawkins, because that's the same guy with the same outfit on. One thing that is quite interesting is you see the old man with the grey hair there. That's not Charles Cyphers, is it? Surely not. And it's definitely not set in 2018. This is definitely set in 2022. Could that be Charles Cyphers playing Brackett again? Did he survive? Maybe. If it's not him, then fair enough. Now, some people are saying this image here is probably a flashback to 2018, but you can see that Lindsay isn't all beat up or in the hospital, so it's definitely not from 2018, but I think it's possibly maybe a year later in 2019, because Laurie's still got kind of long hair, and she still looks like she was in 2018. I've got a feeling this is 2019, where the death of the young boy from Corey Cunningham, he's apparently killed the young boy. And again, we'll talk about the behind the scenes video later on, and that kind of matches up and lines up with this image. This is an image of David Gordon Green giving Kyle Richards the hug. They also all do the same with Laurie Strode as well in this same scene, and probably on the same day. So I think this is just a wrap up of some of the lead actors giving the last performances on screen. Obviously not as the movie plays out, but their last shooting day of the whole entire franchise. This is a nice promo shot that I don't think's officially been released. It's just a behind the scenes promo shot, but I really do like that one. It's obviously Michael Myers as well. Really nice. This is just a quick screenshot of Laurie giving Alison a kiss. Now Laurie is wearing that brown waistcoat that I thought may have been CGI'd into the last TV spot and last trailer, but she's wearing a kind of turtleneck in this shot. She's not wearing the actual shirt that she wears throughout the entire scenes that we've saw so far. So I don't know how or when she manages to put on the waistcoat again on top of her shirt and take it off again during the fight with Michael Myers. Something tells me that the scenes that we see her fighting Michael Myers in the kitchen isn't just Michael that she's killing, or sorry, isn't just Michael that she's fighting. She's also fighting the copycat at the same time. This is a shot of Lindsay behind the bar. So it looks to me that she starts working in the bar, probably or possibly the bar that we saw in Halloween Kills. Here's a shot of someone getting killed by what's supposed to be Michael Myers. I don't think it is Michael Myers because he's a little bit smaller, or he's a lot smaller than what Michael Myers would be. The person sitting on the ground, I think maybe the person that we saw in the last TV spot, or one of the last TV spots where he's asking for help at the window, maybe he gets away at this scene, but that's definitely not Michael Myers that's attacking him. You can see the fence in the background as well, so all the commotion going on with that girl at the fence is probably all happening at this point. In this image here, this is an official behind the scenes shot. You can see that Laurie has bruises all over her neck and on her face. She's got cuts on her face. So this is obviously her surviving a first attack. And I think this is probably the first attack that she survives from the copycat that didn't manage to kill her. And Alison's coming to make sure she's okay. And obviously we've got scenes after this, possibly with Corey being injured as well. So it could be that both of them were fighting and that supposedly Michael Myers got away, when in actual fact it could be Corey that she was fighting and Corey got away unharmed, or maybe a little bit harmed. Now this video that I'm looking at, it's from someone called Mayhem Mendez. They uploaded an 8-minute video of the behind the scenes shots. Now David Gordon Green mentions that Michael Myers has an accomplice in this, and I'm like, why are you telling us that he has an accomplice? This just confirms that there is some sort of copycat killer out there following in the footsteps of Michael Myers, or at least awakening the beast that's resting for 4 years and coming out.
When he meets an unlikely new colleague, and I think the energy that they feed off of each other in some ways reawakens what he's capable of.
I really don't understand why David Gordon Green said that out loud, because he knows he's being filmed, he's doing an interview, and now it's out there. It's out there that it's confirmed. Now, is David Gordon Green telling us this because he thinks that we think it's a spoiler, when in actual fact it's not? It's something else entirely. I don't know why he would do that. The only explanation for me is it's a red herring, and I know that they're mentioning this all throughout the production of the movie, and I hope they're right. I hope this is just a red herring. If not, why on earth would you do that? Another thing that Jamie Lee Curtis mentions in this behind the scenes video is the beginning of the movie is going to startle us all. It's going to be crazy. And it's obviously because the beginning of the movie will take place possibly before 2022, where it's every parent's worst nightmare, she says. So this is obviously the scene where the kid dies, probably at the hands of Corey Cunningham, and if not at the hands of Corey Cunningham, because of Corey Cunningham.
The opening of this movie is every parent's worst nightmare.
So everything's lining up because of this behind the scenes footage. Everything that we thought might happen, everything that we think was going to happen in the movie is almost confirmed because of this behind the scenes footage, because of this behind the scenes interview.
This is a babysitter with a child on Halloween night that goes terribly wrong.
If this is all a mistake, then it's really badly edited. If it's all a red herring, then they're geniuses. There is so much more we could go into with this behind the scenes footage, guys, but I don't really want to go into too much because it is an 8-minute video and it's more than 5 or 6 minutes worth of spoiler footage and spoiler information. So it's spoiler overload. And when I say spoiler, I always say this, guys, this is a spoiler for me. This is how I think it might be spoiled. Now, this is official footage, so it's not officially spoilers because they want us to see this footage. They want us to hear this information, which is why I think it's bizarre. But time will tell if it's spoilers or not. I personally think it's spoilers because I can kind of read into some things that they're not trying to spoil, but they're unintentionally doing it for me. So to me, this is very spoilerific. To you, it might not be. To you, it might be the same for me. But to them, to the filmmakers of Halloween Ends, they're either really irresponsible or they're absolute geniuses. But again, time will tell. So what are your thoughts, guys? Do you think this is spoilerific? If you know the answer, if you've read the script or scripts, please don't leave your comments down below and tell me what you've read because, again, you will be hidden from the channel. But for those of you who haven't read the script and for those of you who are just speculating like myself from what we've saw so far, leave your comments down below, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.